live in greater comfort, or you might be dumb and dull. Either way, I won't leave you, travel as equals or not at all. So
I put out a Lou Reed tribute album called Lou. Vanguard put that out, and so I was playing a lot of Lou songs for a while, and now on this Afghan Wigs tour, where I'm opening the shows, I feel like it's yeah, going back to my own material more. I wanted to incorporate loops and incorporate, kind of go sort of throwback to like my earlier touring when I was really loop centric and stuff like that. Like within music, there's many styles I want to explore that I think I could explore. But it's easier when you I'm jealous of people that pick one style and always just do that. It's so much easier for them to come across to people. I think if you like do a bunch of different things, you just end up confusing people. But you know, I think I would be totally bored if I didn't do that.
My introduction to Joseph as a live artist was on tour with R.E.M, and I was already in my tour head. But watching him, you know, just this crystalline, beautiful, unbelievable presence and talent. And he was up there all by himself, and that took balls, you know, to go in front of some of the size venues that we were performing in, audiences that maybe don't know a thing about him. To get up there on your own, it's one thing to have a band behind you; it's another thing altogether to have all your pedals around, and to do that. And I'd seen that done a lot of times, often not very successfully. It's a very kind of, it can be a very arch and very arty presentation, but with Joseph, it actually completely worked on a very organic level, and the audience was watching him hit this pedal, creating a loop, sing along to it, hit another pedal, creating a loop, sing along to that, harmonize with himself, build a song, and then break it down again and go into the next song. And it was masterful. It was really intense to watch as a fan. And of course, I was shocked when he started painting, and it actually turned out really good. And it worked, and it didn't feel pretentious. It didn't feel art school. It didn't feel like a great idea. It seemed like here's this guy who's that connected to the microphone here and the canvas here, and he's going back and forth between the two, and you're watching this whole, you know, performance art to me is like, I don't know, it's lost on me. But here's this guy who's doing it and doing some version of it, and it's actually working on all these different levels. And that was kind of the first time I'd seen that successfully pulled off.
You're creatively on edge when you don't have any sort of security. And that's good, because there's a hunger in your creativity that there's sort of an animalistic, I mean, a lot of my creativity straight up comes from the need to survive. And that part, there is a vitality to that I don't think you can really fake. I'm still hungry. I mean, I don't have, like, you know, I'm not complaining. I mean, I have an incredible life. You know, a lot of people really, like, appreciate my music. I'm very grateful for that, you know, and so there's no complaints here. My life is really, in a lot of ways, a dream come true, but it is also no nonsense. Anytime you step on stage, it just feels like disaster could strike, or you won't be able to remember how to perform, or people won't like you, or, you know, it's this weird vortex you go through, and it happens almost every single time. Pedro lives out of the Wilshire Hotel. He looks out a window without glass. The walls are made of cardboard, newspapers on his feet. His father beats him because he's too tired to beg. Luke came to my first ever New York audition for Peter Gabriel. Peter Gabriel introduced me to Luke. by just by amping up my nervousness to like astronomical proportions by bringing probably definitely one of the greatest songwriters ever to the gig. I was asked to do it. I don't think I would have done it had I not been asked to do it, you know? So, and then I didn't really think I would do it either until I hit upon just doing really simple versions of those songs, and that interested me because I hadn't heard them like that before, and I felt inspired. I'm working on a record called The Family. It's mixed by Chad Blake, who mixed Redemption's Son, and he's mixed the Black Keys and Tom Waits and all kinds of really big acts. But I mean, I've known him for a long time, and he's a great, great mixer. And so I'm excited about this record that I made with him. We're throwing ourselves out there in all these different ways. I mean, that's kind of what the nature of being an artist is to like throw yourself out there in whatever way, even if it's as a character or something else. But, you know, within that, you know, if you're doing that in a vital way and in an interesting way, you're constantly taking chances. You can't remain safe and really be an artist, I don't think. You have to be willing to be on edge, and probably you have to need to be on edge, you know?
Travelers equals or not at all. And down the road and through the sky and on the tracks you can hear the gall. Fly above us without worry. Travelers equals or not at all. I hope your road takes you homeward. May you always outrun the law. If I'm with you, we will always travel as equals or not at all. Yes, if I'm with you.